The academic procession is about to enter the hall. We will be singing the National Anthem, the words of which are on page 8 of the programme. Please now stand if you are able for the academic procession and remain standing for the National Anthem.
Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are one and free. We've golden soil and wealth for toil. Our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains, then let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Please be seated. I, Catherine Branson, Chancellor of the University of Adelaide, declare open this congregation convened for the purpose of the presentation of degrees. Distinguished guests, parents, friends, most importantly, those graduating today, welcome to the University of Adelaide's graduation ceremony. Gana Miana, Gana Yata Nadlu Thampindi. In English, we acknowledge this is Ghana land. We acknowledge the Ghana people, past and present, the original custodians of the land on which all of the campuses of the University of Adelaide are built, the Adelaide Plains. We acknowledge the Ghana people's continuing spiritual connection to this beautiful land. Graduation ceremonies are times of celebration, wonderfully happy days. They're times to celebrate academic achievement and to remember, I think, that academic achievement is not just a private good, it is a public good. Graduates, your graduation is an event in which you and your families can take great pride. The University of Adelaide also takes considerable pride in your success. This day might well signal significant change in direction for your life. Whatever direction your life takes from now, I'm confident that the knowledge you've gained here, the skills you've learned and developed, will stand you in good stead, not just in your professional life, but as I hope, in all aspects of your future life. I now call on the Vice-Chancellor and President, Professor Peter Hoy, to present the candidate for an honorary degree.
Chancellor, it gives me great pleasure to present to you an outstanding candidate for admission to the honorary degree of Doctor of the University, honoris causa, Dr. Guy Lawrence Jeffrey de Bell. One of Australia's most influential economists, Guy de Bell's understanding of the interaction between central banks and the government and the effect this has on economic outcomes has ensured a major contribution to leadership in Australian financial markets and fiscal and monetary policy over many years. Guy loved maths and science at school and the Adelaide punk rock scene while he was at university, but it was in economics that he found his vocation. After graduating from the University of Adelaide in 1988 with a first-class honours degree in economics and a University Half Blue Award in athletics, Guy spent 2.5 years working at the Australian Treasury before moving to the United States to complete a PhD in economics at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT. Returning to Australia, he joined the Reserve Bank of Australia in 1994 and spent a year in the research department before moving to the International Monetary Fund, where he was based in Washington, D.C. for 2 years. Guy returned to the Reserve Bank of Australia in 1997, just prior to the meltdown of the Asian economy, and he contributed to policies which helped steer the Australian economy successfully through this crisis. One outcome was a stronger liaison between the central banks in Asia and the formation of a regional bond fund, in which Guy de Bell was extensively involved. In 2007, Guy was appointed Assistant Governor of Financial Markets at the Reserve Bank of Australia. This role involved helping to set the cash rate for the Reserve Bank of Australia, managing the country's foreign exchange reserves, and the bank's international relations. He played a key role in determining monetary policy stimuli, which helped guide Australia through the global financial crisis, again in relatively good shape. The RBA's market interventions that ultimately stopped the slide of the Australian dollar in 2008 and buffered the banking sector were largely directed by Dr. de Bell. Guy became Deputy Governor of the Reserve Bank of Australia in September 2016 and has provided strong economic leadership, particularly in helping determine the extent of Australia's fiscal and monetary policy response to the COVID pandemic. Through helping shape the board's response, he has been instrumental in shepherding the economy through its first recession in nearly 30 years. He has served on various boards and committees, including as Deputy Chair of the Reserve Bank Board and Chair of the Council of Financial Regulators Climate Change Working Group. Guy has also worked at the Bank for International Settlements in Basel, Switzerland, and has served as Chair of the Foreign Exchange Working Group, responsible for the development of the Global Code of Conduct for the foreign exchange market. He has also been Chair of the Australian Foreign Exchange Committee and a visiting professor in economics at Massachusetts Institute of Technology. Whilst Guy had been offered a second term as Deputy Governor of the RBA, he resigned in March this year after 25 years at the RBA and will start a new role as Chief Financial Officer of Fortescue Future Industries next month. He has said he welcomes the opportunity this role will bring to make a significant contribution to help business address climate change. Throughout his career, Guy has demonstrated significant leadership, impact, and excellence in his profession, He is widely recognised by peers, both within Australia and internationally, and he brings great distinction to this University of Adelaide. Today, we extend that recognition in awarding him the highest honour the university can bestow. Chancellor, I'm pleased to present to you Dr. Guy Lawrence Jeffrey de Bell, Bachelor of Economics Honours, Doctor of Philosophy, for admission to the honorary degree of Doctor of the University honoris causa.
I'm delighted now to introduce to you today's graduation orator. It is, of course, Dr. Guy Lawrence Jeffrey de Bell.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, members of the faculty, and most importantly, graduates and their families. I'm very honoured to have received this doctorate from Adelaide University, and I'm honoured to be speaking to you today. It is a privilege to return to my alma mater, which played such an integral part in my education. To the graduates, congratulations. This is an important step in your life's journey, as it was in mine 35 years ago. Your education at Adelaide Uni has equipped you with great tools to take with you into the world. And you shouldn't underestimate the quality of the education that Adelaide Uni has given you. I found that when I turned up at MIT to do a PhD in economics, the education that I'd received in economics at Adelaide Uni was just as good as that of my classmates who came from all over the world, and in most cases it was better. Some of you may have a very clear idea as to where you want your career to take you. That's great if you do, but I would suspect that many of you, like me, when I was sitting where you are today, have a plan for the next couple of years, but not much beyond that. Even those who do have a clear plan, I would strongly encourage you to keep an open mind and be alert to exciting opportunities that can take you in another direction from your chosen path. Today, may I give you a few tips drawn from my own experience as to how you might get the most from the long and winding road of your working life. My tips are based around the word open. So first, always keep your mind open. Second, open your mouth. Third, open your ears. And fourth, be open to new opportunities. So I'll expand on each of these opens in a minute, but standing above all of these are your values. So values are paramount in shaping your life, both your work and personal life. I trust that you all have a strong set of values built up over the years from your family, your friends, and your education. I sincerely hope that one value that many of you have is a desire to make a positive, significant difference to the world that we live in. The world at the moment is facing many challenges. Some of them are existential, like climate, famine, and war. And to address these challenges, we need to move fast. We need to harness the skills and intellect of people like yourselves with the education that you have received at Adelaide University. In suggesting what I could talk to you all about today, the university proposed that I should stress the importance of values and beliefs. But I would rate the importance of values considerably more than beliefs. Beliefs are, or at least should be, subject to change. As the great economist John Maynard Keynes said, when the facts change, I change my mind. So keep questioning your beliefs and update them as new information comes to hand. Your views and beliefs should be evidence-driven based on facts, not an immutable monolith. Unfortunately, in this world today, too many decisions are based on unalterable beliefs rather than values and facts. So keep your mind open, be prepared to update your beliefs, heed the evidence, stick with the facts, but be open to the challenge that what we accept as fact today may no longer be a fact tomorrow. but that's scientific progress for you. My second open is to open your mouth. It is hard to contribute in your work if you don't express your thoughts and insights. No one is going to be able to read all the amazing thoughts in your mind. You need to share your thoughts with others, so don't be afraid, open your mouth and get your thoughts out there. Relatedly, open your mouth and question things in your work. While your education here has equipped you with great tools, there is a big step up to applying them in your work. You'll get an even greater education from your work colleagues, but again, only if you open your mouth and talk to them. Ask them questions, and open your ears and listen carefully to their answers. And as a quick aside, for those of you who are thinking about doing further study, I would strongly encourage you to spend a couple of years working first. My experience was that a few years in the workplace really helped frame my graduate studies. I learned a lot more about what was important in economics and also what wasn't from my workmates at Australian Treasury, where I first worked after graduating here in Adelaide Uni. Similarly, when I was at MIT doing my PhD, I learned as much from my fellow students as I did from the faculty at MIT, even one as amazing as the MIT economics faculty. I'll give you an example about the need to ask and listen. As the Vice-Chancellor said, in my career at the RBA, after 5 years in the economics area, I moved across to the financial markets group just in time for the arrival of the global financial crisis. I hadn't done any finance either here in Adelaide or in my PhD at MIT, but the tools that I had learned in both degrees, the ways of thinking and the methods of problem solving equipped me well to understand finance. But to do so, I spent a lot of time asking questions of my experienced colleagues at the RBA, asking questions of my counterparts at other central banks around the world, and asking questions of financial market people. I asked why things are the way they are. And a lot of the time, there was a good answer to that question. There was a good reason why things are the way they are. But sometimes, in asking the question, it triggered a discussion as to how it could be better. And in a few cases, there was no good reason at all as to why it was that way. It was just the way that it was and the way it always had been. And a bit like a belief, it hadn't been questioned for too long and it was ripe for challenge and change. And one concrete example of this comes from the financial crisis. Prior to the crisis in 2008, some banks were using financial models of their mortgage securities that didn't allow for negative house price changes. That is, they just assumed that house prices couldn't go down, they could only go up. And in 2008, that didn't work out so well for all of those banks who assumed that, and quite a few of them actually failed around the world. If someone had just asked, why can't house prices fall, those banks would still be here today. So open your mouth and ask why. Finally, be open to new opportunities. While you see a chance, take it. Try and experience as much as possible. You don't know how it will come back to reward you in the future. When I was at MIT, I was a research assistant for Rudi Dornbusch and Stan Fisher, two of the greatest macroeconomists of our time. For Rudi, I did all sorts of things, including gardening, helping him move house, and working on a book on hyperinflation in Latin America in the 1980s. As a direct consequence of the work on that book, 15 years later, I landed the fantastic opportunity to help Brazil set up a new framework for monetary policy in 1998 as Brazil emerged from another crippling dose of hyperinflation. I worked alongside one of my MIT classmates who'd become the governor of the Brazilian Central Bank. That monetary policy framework is still in place in Brazil today and saw the country enjoy its best decade of economic stability. So that was a pretty good return on the investment of being a gardener for Rudi Dornbusch in grad school for both me and also for the Brazilians. So to borrow a line from Adelaide's own Paul Kelly, from little things, big things grow. I would encourage you to think about adopting Paul Kelly's line as a life value. Experience a bunch of little things as the opportunities present themselves, because some of those little things will grow into big things, often in unexpected ways. And finally, be open to changes in your career path. I am undertaking one of those changes right now as I'm moving from Deputy Governor at the RBA to helping Fortescue Future Industries address one of the biggest challenges facing the world today, namely the climate. Helping me make the transition will be the tools and techniques I learned in my studies here at Adelaide and MIT. I will come to Fortescue with an open mind. I will open my mouth and ask questions that might come across as dumb, and some of them probably will be dumb. And to borrow from Paul Kelly again, I have done all the dumb things. But some of those questions will lead to a better way of doing things. And I will open my ears to learn as much as I can from my experienced colleagues at Fortescue. So to conclude, let me encourage you to approach your working life with these 4 opens. Open your mind. Be ready to update your beliefs as the facts change. Open your mouth, open your ears, and be open to the unplanned twists and turns of your career. Congratulations on graduating from the University of Adelaide today. I wish you all the very best with whatever lies in front of you. Thank you.
On behalf of the graduates and their families attending today's ceremony, I would like to thank Dr. Guy Debelle for his stimulating and inspiring address and those tips he shared with us today. We are honoured that you have taken the time to join us on this special day to share with us your thoughts and experiences and the importance of values. Your words of encouragement and advice are greatly appreciated. They remind us that education places upon each of us an enduring responsibility to make the best possible use of our talents and to contribute to the betterment of society in whatever way we can. Please join me once again in thanking Dr. Guy Debelle.
I will now receive the candidates for degrees. I call on the Vice-Chancellor and President.
Chancellor, I, Professor Peter Hoy, Vice-Chancellor and President of the University of Adelaide, certify to you and the whole university that the graduates who will be presented to you have all fulfilled the conditions prescribed for admission to the award for which they are so presented.
I, Catherine Branson, Chancellor of the University of Adelaide, by virtue of the power committed to me by the University, confirm that each graduate is admitted to the rank and privileges of a holder of the award in the University of Adelaide for which they are so presented. I call on the Deputy Dean of the Adelaide Business School, Professor Paul Coram, to present the graduates.
Chancellor, I, Deputy Dean of the Adelaide Business School, Professor Paul Coram, present to you graduates from the Adelaide Business School. To the degree of Master of Wine Business, Tian Chen. Teng Geng. Tsi Shi Guo. Jia Yi He. Xu Ye Liu. Kerry Christine Lyons. Xiao Yu Ren. Enrico Roberto Sarotto. Radhika Shrivastava. Jua Heng Sier. Didi Yung. Jia Yi Yung. Yuan Ye. Yuan Hang Yu. Jin Xiang Zhong. Yumeng Zhong. Jiang Zhou. And Nan Zhou. To the degree of Master of Professional Accounting, Yu An. Mary Lou Charles. Anting Huang. Brianna Anthea Jade Latucha. Zifan Miao. Paola Janet Navas Rugel. Mariam Kurat Ul Ain. And Kirti Saoji. To the degree of Master of International Management, Simran Asrani. Chuek Hang Chan. Nirmal Joseph Cherian. Hing Kai Chin. Deepak Sivanandan. Alex James. Ka-Long Lee. Josephine Wing-Ki Liu. Harish Kumar Reddy Malpatul. Nicholas To Jun Yu. And Danki Ren. To the degree of Master of Innovation and Entrepreneurship, Shivani Rajeshkar Damasetti. And Rohit Sharma. To the degree of Master of Finance and Business Economics, Shan Jiaji Jiang. And Ka Yuet Wong. To the degree of Master of Finance, Shi Lin Tsian. Tsi Long Liu. No Koi Hu. Po Ling Pei. Zhen Hua Wong. Zhu Drin Wong. Zhu Xia. Kun Ling Lu Yu. And E. Zhang. To the degree of Master of Marketing, Hei Yu Chu. Jennifer Louise Griffin. Jinpeng Guo. Brooklyn Kennedy. Kagiho Tokunaga Robinson. Imogen Kate Winsborough. Yuchen Zhang. And Zhukang Zhang. To the degree of Master of Commerce, Ali Reza Rezai. And Chen Zhang. To the degree of Master of Business Administration, Wine Business, Jun Shen Li. And Azaria Nan Zhang. To the degree of Master of Business Administration, Project Management, Pranay Mazumdar. Aditi Nathani. Nabil Rafi. And Utkarsh Saxena. To the degree of Master of Business Administration Marketing, Alicia Rashmi Rita Gunasekara. Dakshita Justi. Sundara Abhinmanyu Kannan. Deepti Rajesh Katal. Siddharth Kerkur. Sandip Mazumdar. Ajisha Vijaykumar Nair. Avini Nima Nanayakara. Nikhil Lloyd Pace. Anna Carolina Santa Ana Bonifacio Tavares. Archit Sharma. Yuwen Tan. And Wen Jiao Xu. To the degree of Master of Business Administration, International Trade and Development, Satya Srija Alam. Roby Napoleon Menezes. And Jingmei Jin. To the degree of Master of Business Administration, Emerging Leaders, Kalia Jane Green. June Lee. Sian Martin Jankowski. Oh, sorry. That's apologies, that one. And Joshua Alexander Stewart. To the degree of Master of Business Administration, Rachel Allen. James Sebastian Blake. John Anthony Callisto. Kate Carroll. Alison Jane Down. Charmaine Gala. Richard James Harris. Mark Hayes. Amy Rose Johns. Matthew James Mitchell. Lauren Elizabeth Malloy. Liam Edward Raybone. Paul Matthew Reeves. Giok Kim Teo. Benjamin William Tuckey. Benjamin Ward. Hamish John Watts. Matthew Gareth Wiley. Catherine Elizabeth Allison Yates. Ying Ying. And KJ Yu. To the degree of Adelaide Master of Business Administration, Malika Bullsmart. Justin Craig Dukas. Karen Lo Hui Ping. And Milton Ban Kiyang Tan. To the degree of Master of Applied Project Management, Project Systems, Vinod Chandrasekhar Bavalati. Mingyu Du. Palash Bharat Fuli. Ocean Grace Johnson. Ravi Chandran Muraga Natham. Muskan Kaura. Niga Kivani. Xian Liu. Shitra Mur Kur Ge. Rohit Kumar Pandey. Hapin Kumanchanda Patel. Rohan Shirash Radhe. Madhulika Sanyal. And Sumega Thakur. To the degree of Master of Applied Project Management, Yibei Liu. And Yovan Jia Singh Brightlin Bremi. To the degree of Master of Applied Finance, Hyun Kyung Jeong. Yanting Lee. Anthony Michael Matkovich. Siyu Wong. Ji Xin Wu. And Xiaoge Xing. To the degree of Master of Accounting and Marketing, Gurnur Singh Flora. Zun Liu. Trang Huen Thi Nguyen. Sushant Rawat. Shor Tian. Chen Ying Tsai. Yunlong Wu. And Bo Hui Shu. To the degree of Master of Accounting and Finance, Pei Shen Xiao. Abhishek Nileshbai Chauhan. Wenqing Dai. Xue Yanhan. Basim Camille. Diva Kalarutha Baf Valivintu. Sun Ming Leung. Tse Hui Li. Jiaxin Liu. Jingwen Liu. Pin Lun Liu. He Muang. Rutvi Nanjibhai Mesara. Nyung Nyok Phong Nguyen. Tian Yu Ni. Vinotha P. Givanathan. Chami Manubai Patel. Anisha Aniket Pradhan. Malka Aomi Ranawaka. Vijayant Sharma. Valentina Shekhar. Asna Sherbaz. Sukhman Kaur. Chen Wong. Dan Wong. Malagalaga Donna Thisuri Prasantha Veera Singha. Mengru Wu. Wenjia Wu. Xiaofan Xiu. Wenhan Yang. Weiqi Zhang. Yinkai Zhang. And Zerchan Zhao. To the degree of Master of Accounting, Wenhui Mu. Kelvin Ning. Ashwin Ojaha. Yushin Shen. Si Yung Tuong. And Hao Sear. Chancellor, this concludes the graduates from the Adelaide Business School and for this ceremony.
I'm now delighted to present to you Zhang Jiezi Zhong, who was presented this morning with the Master of Finance and Business Economics. Zhang Jiezi will now give the valedictory address on behalf of the cohort of graduates who received their awards today.
Good morning. It's my pleasure to welcome distinguished guests, fellow graduates, family and friends to the 2022 graduation day at University of Adelaide. I would like to thank the Faculty of Profession for giving me the honor to represent the 2022 graduating cohort and share a few insights about my journey here at University of Adelaide. Thinking back over my time at the university, among my many interactions with peers and experts, there's one key conversation that I would like to share with you all. My career mentor, Mr. Jeffrey Wong, once told me, the transcript is the key to start your career, but it will never define who you are in society. During my master's degree, I realized the definition of who I am is constructed by not only the knowledge or technical skills I have obtained from my study, but also the interpersonal skills and self-developments I underwent through volunteering and expanding my portfolio. Through my volunteering as an international peer mentor at the university, I was able to surround myself with peers from more than over 20 countries and interact with students from an even more diverse background. I was surprised to see and learn how similar or different cultures can be in many perspectives. And I was fascinated by the wisdom and amazing food from multiple cultures. I am grateful to the University of Adelaide for providing such an international platform for students to learn and immerse themselves in a multicultural community and develop students' cross-cultural communication before they join the culturally diverse society in Australia. Over my time at university, I will admit that I am guilty of a few last-minute assignments. However, the time management skills I have developed while balancing study, hunting for internships, part-time jobs, and volunteering programs were so valuable that I utilized them on a daily basis in my career. I would never stop being impressed or amazed by how many roles my fellow graduates can take up at the same time. Without the countless opportunities provided by the university, I would never have had the opportunity to explore my potential and build such soft skills, which made me become a professional with curiosity and flexibility. My fellow graduates, please leave your imposter at the door from this day forward. In the past 2 years, despite of all the work and efforts, I still doubted myself to the end of my degree. When I put my hand up to answer questions in lectures, I would always worry that I would not be correct. When I was looking for a job, there will always be a voice that would tell how I'm not the most competitive person for the interview. Even now, I still cannot believe I'm standing on the stage of my graduation ceremony making this speech. However, from the moment you receive your degree certificate, please believe that you deserve it. It is easy to embrace other people's expectations, standards, or values when you are insecure or inexperienced. But your inexperience provides you the chance to carve your own path, one that is free of the worry of knowing how things are supposed to be. A path that is defined by your rules and reasons. To my fellow graduates, please be proud of what you have achieved today. To achieve a degree at university is never easy for anyone. I am sure that I do not speak for myself to say that we have all worked very hard to be here today. It is through your own diligence, persistence, and hard work over your journey at the university that has made this happen. Today is our day, so please hold your head high and accept your reward with pride and confidence. And all the best with your future. Thank you, everyone.
It now gives me great pleasure to congratulate as a group all of you who have received your awards this morning. As the valedictorian has said, be proud of what you've achieved, but remember also those who helped you along the way. This will be your family, your friends, your colleagues, but also I'm confident the fine staff of this world-class university. As graduates of the University of Adelaide, you are also its alumni and its ambassadors. Over the years since this university was established, now nearly 150 years ago, its alumni have made enormous contributions all around the world. You now join this group of more than 150,000 alumni who can be found in more than 147 countries of the world. We have 21 global alumni networks, and included in those are 8 international networks. I hope you'll give consideration to joining one of those networks and maintaining your links with this university. Let me now thank the Mace Bearer, Matthew Mitchell, and the valedictorian, Zhanjia Zili Jiang, and all who assisted in the organisation and running of this event this morning. Let me ask all the graduates to remain seated for a while I invite everybody else who comfortably can to stand and join me in one last show of congratulations to today's graduates. Would the audience please remain standing, and I invite the graduates now to stand for the academic recession. Once the academic recession has left the hall, we ask our guests to remain at their seats, and university staff will help them exit the hall. I now declare this congregation adjourned.